Om Namah Shivaya. Good morning. How are you? We have done a puja yesterday for Swami Sivananda Mahasamadhi, and we have chanted his name. So I will explain a little bit what it is. Okay. So number one is you need to always start from yourself. To understand anything, you need to start from yourself. Okay? So you need to always go back to why at this moment, what's your connection with the topic at hand? So the topic at hand is about relationship between teacher and student, and who is the teacher and who is the student. Okay? So then you can understand who is the guru and what is that you are seeking for, and then you can be having inspiration about the topic, and it helps you today at this moment to improve your life. Otherwise, it just thoughts above your head and it has nothing to do with you. Yes? So, as you are a yoga student that is not only seeking for physical fitness, but you have been following long time this yoga school, and so you are seeking for peace and happiness and truth, we can say, and freedom from suffering, liberation from suffering, or more knowledge. So then you can be more wise. So you are considered to be a seeker. A seeker means the one that is looking for something. Of course, you can get in book. You can go and search on internet to Mr. Guru Google, but it will not be the same. So you are in touch with a school, and this particular school is called Sivananda Yoga Vedanta Center School. Okay, so it's a school with live teachers. Okay, there are live teachers that is in the school that can talk to you and then can guide you, and then you start from the beginner's level to advanced level, and there is a system of teaching that will teach you from level a beginner's level to understand something better, because the topic is very vast and very complex. So you need these live teachers to explain to you, and when they explain to you, they have to see who you are in order for them to convey exactly what you can understand. They choose their words, they have the connection with you, they feel who you are, and then they convey the message, and then that's how you, step by step, you understand. Okay, so the live teachers are very important, that you are not just, like I said, learning from a book or from internet. Yeah, you learn the same thing from book and from internet, it's not the same. Yeah, so life energy. Yeah, I always say the story of say you are a fan of Elvis Presley, the rock and roll singer. Yeah, you can study, you can read all, see some movie, and you can read all the stories about him, and you can imitate him, and so on, and you feel very good. But one day you meet with him. He come to your town and you meet with him, and then you shake his hand. Oh my God. When you meet with him, even for 5 minutes, and you shake his hand, it's like so real. All of a sudden, all the knowledge who is Elvis Presley will come to your heart and to your reality, and it's so real. Okay? So the same thing with knowledge. Yeah, you can learn, you can read, yeah, but until you meet with something real, something that convey the life energy, yeah, so you don't know, it's vague. Yeah? So when you come to the school or the ashram, you meet with the teachers, and the teachers in this school, they are swamis. So that means that they are dedicated all their life in this training system. So they speak out of experience and out of their own heart and their own wisdom comes through the time that they have practiced and through the time that they have listened to their own teachers. So it's called a lineage. A lineage is you can see it's a string of wisdom that has passed on from time immemorial. That means thousands of years, yeah, and come to you today. So it's very important for us to understand what is a lineage, because if we don't understand, then we don't understand the depth of this teaching, and we don't understand that it's not really personal. Okay, because if I say something to you and I say this is the truth, and then it's personal because I say it to you, yeah. But if I say to you that my lineage or all my teachers, yeah, that I have met, yeah, and they have taught me, say so, then it's much more powerful. Okay, so number one point is that it needs to be alive. Okay, so the knowledge that comes to you need to be alive. That means meeting the real teacher alive. Like you meet me, then it'll be alive. Now you are meeting me on the internet, most of you, but I have known you physically alive. Yeah. So that makes it, even now on the internet, far away, 1,000 miles away. Yeah, I'm talking to you through the internet, but it's still real. Why? Because you have met me alive. You see the difference? And then before a few months ago, then I was in Vietnam. Then I met with the yoga farm staff and swamis on the internet. And it feels very real. They understand what I'm saying, I understand what they're saying, because there is a relationship and it's alive. So that is called the connection. Okay, you need to have the connection, the real connection, a live connection with a teacher. Okay, so I have a live connection and a real connection with my teacher. Yeah, it's not your teacher, it's my teacher, Swami Vishnudevanji, who has a real connection and a live connection with his teacher, who is Swami Sivananda. Okay, and it's not a connection that it's just like, you know, a short, yeah, it's many years. Okay, so I have a live connection and a real connection for many years. That is very inspiring for me, yeah, with my teacher, and it helped me to learn, to grow, and to learn, and to advance on the spiritual awakening and the spiritual path. And Swami Vishnudevanji talk all the time about his teacher, Swami Sivananda. Every day at satsang, he talk about Swami Sivananda. So I never met Swami Sivananda, but as if I met Swami Sivananda, because it comes from the heart of Swami Vishnudevanji that talk about his teacher, and then I met through him. The way how it works. Okay, so that's about the transmission of knowledge. Knowledge can come through devotion, or love, or devotion. It can also come from the understanding, the knowledge. Yeah. So in life, it's both. Okay, like right now, I convey what I think and also what I feel, both together at the same time. Okay, so that's why it feels more real. It's not just like if you read in the book, then it's just the the head, but it doesn't touch the heart. Okay, so this has to be head and heart and prana and life. Okay, so that's how called the lineage. Okay, so it's the lineage is the link throughout the ages. Yeah. For us, our lineage come up to Shankaracharya, who is 8th century AD. Yeah. So a lineage of knowledge, what we are teaching, and it passed through many teachers. Yeah. And it is said that Shankaracharya himself was inspired by the scriptures and by some teachers before him. Yeah, but he's the one that is explaining everything very clearly about the theory of Advaita Vedanta or unity of consciousness. Okay, then it's passed on to us today, and so we have this life lineage that we are teaching from. So I'm teaching you, I'm teaching you, so it's very real, from a life lineage, yeah, that is very old, that teach through many people that have the same experience of wisdom or of inner knowledge of what is the self. Okay, what is the truth about what we see and what we experience in this life. Okay, so which is a topic of the Upanishads, which is the old scripture, and that come from the Vedas, and which is a topic that all the seekers and all the teachers have talked about. Okay, so we are seeking knowledge through a teacher that is alive, that has that life, uninterrupted connection with a life source of knowledge that is very old, so it has a lot of authority, yeah, it has a lot of weight and of wisdom and authority that comes with time, yeah, that has ripened with time, that comes to us through today life knowledge package that you receive. Now, how much you can receive from that, it depends on your qualification, and it depends also from the qualification of the teacher that convey that to you. Okay, but the teacher that convey that to you cannot say that they own the knowledge. Yeah, they have experienced the knowledge themselves. They did not own the knowledge, especially if they are still alive. If they're still alive, they're still limited by the body and mind. So they have to refer to their teacher, yeah, that has attained to a higher level, and they are not alive, but they have that knowledge, and that's how it's passed on. So this teacher in this school always refer to the lineage of teachers. So you see on the wall, you see the picture of Swami Sivananda and Swami Vishnu Devananda. Yeah, and you have a live teacher that is teaching the teaching that's passed on. So the two photos, Swami Sivananda, Swami Vishnu Devananda, represent the lineage teaching. Okay, you get that? It's a little complicated. Yeah, it represents the lineage teaching that is not personally Swami Sivananda, is not personally Swami Vishnu Devanji, but it comes through Swami Sivananda and Swami Vishnu Devanji, and it comes through Swami Sitaramananda. So it's not about Swami Sitaramananda. Yeah, is she beautiful? Is she talking loud? Or is she Asian? Or is she whatever, it's not about her, yeah, but it's about the knowledge that comes through her. So it's not about Swami Vishnudevanji, it's not about Swami Sivananda, it's about the knowledge that comes through them. Okay? But okay, that is where it's complicated. The knowledge comes through them, independent of the teacher, yeah, because it's an old knowledge. But at the same time, the teacher is very important. Okay? So when it's alive, then you would, you would feel the difference between this person and that person. Okay? So then you have the connection with this person more than that person. That's the way how it works. All right. So that's why, even though the knowledge is there, immemorial, but you get the knowledge through a particular connection. Okay. And that's how it works. And then if you feel the connection is very strong, then you invest in the connection because you feel that it gives you the knowledge. Then you need to invest in the connection, is it not? Yeah. So in the beginning, when I met Swami Vishnudevanji, I don't feel anything. I don't understand what he's saying because he speaks in Indian English, and I don't quite understand, So not just meeting of the person, but it's a both. It's the desire for knowledge within you and the meeting with an energy source that gives you the answer. Okay. So, and then after the investment into the relationship, it's the same. Like you meet somebody and then you check them out and you feel good and then you have to invest in the relationship. So the same, I invested in my relationships. I quit my job because I was very sincere. Yeah. So I quit my job and then my life, and then I moved in the ashram. Yeah. So that I invest in that relationship of knowledge. Okay. Again, it's not a personal relationship. It's a relationship because I'm a seeker of knowledge and I found a source of knowledge. Okay. So I want to have more of it. Okay. So it's always starting from me. It's always starting from the person. It's always depend on you. Okay, so I can see a group of you very regular in satsang, online and very regular. That means in some level you invest in your time, to get more information from that source of knowledge. Okay. So now the knowledge of yoga is vast. But in Raja Yoga, in the system of Raja Yoga, there is 8 steps. Okay, so the last step, the highest step, is called samadhi. So you have to know what is it you are seeking. Okay, if you are seeking asana, then it's a 3rd. If you are seeking, concentration, then it's 6. If you are seeking meditation, that is number 7. But if you are seeking the highest level of meditation, it's called number 8, samadhi. Okay. So maybe you are not seeking samadhi because you don't understand what it is. Yeah. So you are seeking to be balanced and to be healthy. It's fine and good. So you start to practice the whole system, how it is given to you at your level. And then eventually you go further, you want to know more about meditation, about the mind, and then you start to practice meditation, and slowly you understand more what is the experience of meditation, and then eventually you maybe have an idea of what is samadhi. So so I explained to you at least theoretically a little bit, so that you have an idea that is the ultimate goal. I'm going to use Swami Sivananda book that is called Bliss Divine, and Swami Sivananda explained nicely what is samadhi. Okay, it's a whole chapter, but we would just use a few words. Okay, so what Swami Sivananda said, samadhi is a superconscious experience. So what that means? That means eventually when you practice yoga, your higher goal is to transcend the limitation of the body and mind, so that you can experience the transcendental level or the superconscious level. Okay. First, you have to start with your subconscious, clean up your mind from the past impressions and wrong thinking, and then be aware of everything, be conscious, and then you can attain to superconscious experience, which is an intuitive experience of oneness or of truth. And Swami Sivananda says that samadhi is a blissful union. What that means? Yeah. So right now you experience the separation. Okay. I'm here and you are there, and I don't know who are you, and you don't know who am I. So I try to talk to you a little bit and try to understanding you, and sometimes it works, and sometimes we have conflict. Okay. So it's not very blissful. It's no union there, and it's just some exchange, and it's not oneness, and it's not blissful. Okay. So then you have to inquire the question of who am I? Yeah. And then you have to find that I am not my body and mind. I am my Atman, or myself, my true self. Yeah. The moment you find your Atman or your true self, you have a chance maybe to understand the Atman or the true self that is in everybody. Okay. At that time, the relationship is deeper. It's not just only emotional. It's not just only sensual. Yeah, but it is essential. Yeah, it is. You can say it is eternal. So your relationship with your own spirit, or your relationship with your own spiritual teacher, is of the nature of being eternal. Yeah, because it's not just emotional. Yeah, and it's not just a worldly relationship. I like you, I like your hair, I like your face. No, it's not like that. Yeah, it is transcending your emotions and transcending your mind. Yeah, so it is deeper, and that relationship that is based on your spirit have the capacity to reveal to you, yeah, your own eternal spirit. So that's how we call self-realization with the help of a teacher. Okay, so your own teacher is within you. Yeah? No, there's nobody outside. It's always just you. Yeah, it's called the inner teacher. Is within you, but you have to meet with a life teacher that hopefully has the connection to this life lineage of knowledge, and that will just be stronger, because you go beyond the personality, you go beyond the personal, and then you meet with the eternal that is you can see outside of you, and then you can realize inside of you. Yeah, because you are trapped in the body and mind in this world that you think that is real. So it's very difficult for you to touch eternity. It's very difficult for you to experience the real self without having that whole thing process. That whole process for you to find out your own self, yeah, and then somehow relate to the own self of the eternal teacher, and then it revealed to you your own self, it confirmed to you your own self. So this process, yeah, of called self-realization happen with the help of a teacher. Okay, So that blissful union is a union of your soul, of your spirit, your eternal spirit, and the eternal spirit that is everywhere, present and real, yeah, but you cannot see because you are limited by your body and mind. So that blissful union, when there is no more the sense of separateness, no more you, no more me, no more likes, no more dislikes, no more this, no more that, it's become one. Blissful union. Okay, so it's a spiritual journey. Okay, so don't think that it is as simple. Then you say no more you, no more me. I mean, you know, you will disappear. I don't care. You know, it's not like that. Okay, it is the essence of you and the essence of me become one, and it's perfect union. Therefore, because it's true, perfect union because it's true, yeah, it's deep within you. The oneness in consciousness is deep within you. So therefore, realize it with deep within you, and you become very blissful, very happy. No more looking for happiness external to you. No more blaming of yourself. No more blaming of anybody, because you find that blissful union that encompassing, that is encompassing everything. So Swami Sivananda says that the mind melts in the eternal, like salt melt in water. It is a state of pure consciousness. So samadhi, this is what you want, yeah, is a state of pure consciousness. Okay? You transcend the limitation of your own body and mind and limited consciousness, and you attain to that pure consciousness. Yeah. Samadhi installs you in the Atman. So that's what Swami Sivananda says. I mean, when you have that experience of oneness, of blissful union, then you experience the Atman. That's your goal. Your goal is to experience the Atman and to be all the time installed in Atman, established in the consciousness that I am the eternal Satchidananda, beautiful Atman self. Okay? So when you get that experience of samadhi, then you will not forget. Okay? You will not forget. You think that I am a man or I am a woman, and you fight man, woman difference. You know, I like you, you don't like me, and all these things complicated. Okay, or I am black and you are white, and then you know there is always the conflict. Okay. So when you attend to that samadhi or that pure consciousness experience, then you always look and see always the pure consciousness experience in everything. When you come out of that blissful union state, you continue carry on that blissful union state all the time in your normal daily life. Yeah, so you all the time see that consciousness in everything and everywhere. So the knowledge that you obtain from samadhi is super central. I mean, it goes beyond this normal world that we see. It's intuitive knowledge. I mean, it's very high. Like I said, you have to go beyond your instinct and your emotions. And you have to develop your consciousness, awareness. Then you can get to the intuitive, super conscious knowledge. So don't think that you can do it like right away. Okay. So you have to be very sincere and very, very much practicing. And before you can get to that level of intuitive knowledge, samadhi is an inner divine experience, which is beyond the reach of speech and mind. Okay? So you cannot really describe. Okay? It's beyond all relativity. It's beyond the speech of the mind. Okay? You cannot express it in normal language. Even in worldly experience, you cannot express the taste of honey to a person that never tastes honey. Okay, you can explain. It's a liquid, it's a syrup. It's very sweet. It has little lemon taste or something. You can explain, and the person say, "Yeah, yeah, I understand what you say," but they don't really understand until they experience the drop of honey on their tongue, and they say, I know. Yeah. And when they know, it's difficult to express to somebody that did not have the experience. So the same with all the different spiritual experiences, you cannot really explain to somebody that did not know. So samadhi, there is no more meditation nor meditator. Yeah, there's no more a person that tried to control his mind. I meditation and set some time to meditate and then sometimes forget about this. It's not like this anymore. Yeah, it is oneness. It go beyond the meditation itself and beyond the person that meditate. Okay? It's a condition of perfect awareness. I mean, all-knowing. Yeah? It's not darkness. It's not ignorance. It's all-knowing. Okay? It's not a state of inertia or darkness. It's not like that. It's a state of brightness. You see, sometimes when something is so bright, you cannot even see anything in it. It is so bright, you cannot see. Yeah. So, but Swami Sivananda say it is the fourth dimension. Yeah. What that means? That means there is the three states of consciousness. Yeah? The awake state, there is the dream state and the deep sleep state. Okay, in the deep sleep state, you are very happy. And that's why you like to go to bed, because you have that experience of bliss. In the deep sleep state, you don't remember who you are. You don't remember the husband. You don't remember the bank account. You don't remember the COVID. You don't remember anything. And so you are blissful. Okay, in the deep sleep state. It's a closer state to the state of being the pure consciousness of the Atman. And there's a fourth state. And go beyond these three states that we all know. It's called the fourth state of consciousness. Is the state of called samadhi or liberation or super conscious state. Okay, so it's a fourth dimension. So samadhi will give you liberation, and then that you have to practice. He said that samadhi cannot be experienced through a little practice. Okay? Nobody can enter samadhi until he or she is himself or herself a greatly purified soul. So when you practice yoga, Vedanta, the four paths of yoga, then very seriously, then you can have a chance to go beyond the limitation and experience that blissful union, which is the goal of yoga. Now, what is Mahasamadhi? Mahasamadhi means the supreme samadhi. Is a state of consciousness of somebody that have attained samadhi, and they have known everything, and they have cleared out all their karma, yeah, and they do not come back to the cycle of birth and death. They go beyond the karma, the ignorance that create the karma, and they don't have to re-experience this life in order to learn or to work out the karma. So they are free, completely free and realized. That's what it means, Maha Samadhi. The highest kind of samadhi that you don't have to be reborn. Okay, so that's what it means. So Swami Sivananda, it is said, attained Maha Samadhi. So that's why we celebrate his Mahasamadhi Day, because we tune in to him as the realized sage or realized master. Okay? Any question about Samadhi, Mahasamadhi, and what's your relationship between you as a student and a teacher? Okay? Question? So it's always start from you. Okay? If you think of Mahasamadhi, you know, the person that doesn't come back, and the person that is that has no personality, and you feel like, what is it? I don't want that. I want to be myself. I want to have a name. I want to have a personality. And all of a sudden, I become nothing. You don't want that. So because you are not a seeker, when you talk like this, because you are not a seeker. Okay? If you are a seeker, you have to start from who you are now at this moment. And you have to relate to your inner search. There's something inside of you pushing you to start this path of yoga. You have to relate to that, okay? Because you you start, and then you experience this expansion of consciousness, or this you wake up from the limitation of your own mind and emotions. That's how you start first, okay? And then that's how you can slowly understand somebody that have walked on that path longer than you, and their experience. Okay, you can use their experience to show you a little bit the way how you can get there. Okay, it's like I never been to who knows, you know, I never been to Russia. Now I have an assistant that is Russian, you know, and she talked to me about Russia, and I never been to Russia. I have no idea. Yeah, I get scared just thinking. Yeah, but she's there. She's been there, and she talked to me about that. Yeah. So then I say, oh yeah, okay, okay. So maybe I can book a ticket to Russia or something like this. I think, oh, okay. I meet her and she seems okay. She seems normal. You know, she eat the Russian food or living there, breathing the air there. You know, she's from Ukraine. But anyway, I'm just giving example. And I don't feel afraid because I met with somebody that been there, come back and feel okay. You see? So, okay. A question? How do you know? You don't know. You don't know. So you have to know it through your teacher. Okay? You have to know, I know through Swami Vishnudevanji that told story. Okay? And I also read books, and I use my experience and look at his photo, and I feel good about this. My own heart says that, you see. And then, but proof, then I don't know. See? So this mind doesn't know. Not possible, this mind to know. Because I'm here and he's over there, So how can this mind knows that? Doesn't know. Not possible to know. Can I repeat the question? So the question of Narayan here is, how do I know that Swami Sivananda attained Mahasamadhi? So I said that he doesn't know, that we cannot know. Using our mind, we cannot know. So we have to use our faith, okay, our devotion. That is pure love, okay? And then we know like that. But you cannot even, you see? So that's why you have to be on your own feet and then know, like that's why I start my lecture today talking about you, right? I don't talk about the teacher, I talk about you. You are the seeker. So you have to go back. I know or not know. You go back to your own self. And then you say, I don't know, this Mahasamadhi business is just like a talk, doesn't mean anything for me. And it's all these people doesn't mean anything for me. All this lineage business and teacher business doesn't mean anything for me. I just want to have a healthy, peaceful, meaningful life. Okay, I come back to you. And that's your level. Okay, and fine. But then you would slowly, you would try to progress in your own life. Yeah. And then you come to the understanding that you need a teacher. And like, again, I don't want to repeat my my lecture. Yeah. You had to search and you had to think and then you had to feel and then you will find a source of knowledge and then you experience it and you have to go on with it. And then eventually you have some glimpse of experience of meditation. And then you say, wow, yeah, I understand that I don't understand, you see. And then you have your faith will be stronger and then your desire to know will be stronger, your practice will be stronger. Then eventually you say, yeah, I understand that there is a person that is more accomplished in meditation, how they feel. Yeah, and then slowly you intuit. Okay? So you cannot know just from your doubting mind from where you are. Okay? So you have to go back to your experience, to the reason why you are seeking at the first place. And then you have to sincerely work on yourself. Okay, with the help of the teacher that is alive in front of you. Okay, and then at the same time you have to open up to this knowledge. Yeah, how much you get from this, it depends on who you are. Okay. So she's asking, will Swami Sivananda, who has attained Mahasamadhi, can fly back to this world? No, no. But his consciousness is everywhere. He's here. You see, that's called Mahasamadhi. Yeah. But that means he's here. Then you say, oh, where is he? I don't see. Yeah. Because with your present state of mind, you cannot see. Yeah. But when I say he's here, he's all pervading, he's here. When the person is realized, and they are everywhere. So what that means, that your own self is here now, everywhere. But the level that you can realize your own self is the level that you can realize also who is he. Okay? Or vice versa. I mean, the level that you can realize who is a teacher is the level that you can realize who are you. Okay? So I hope I don't get you confused. It's not something easy, but please go back to your own experience, to your own not experience, because experience are many. You need to go back to your own reason why you start. You need to be a seeker. Yeah? So then you, and from there you discover. But if you talk on top of your head, yeah, then it doesn't do anything anywhere. Right? Then you get confused. Is it okay? Is it okay, Swami? Okay, thank you. Swami Adi Pashakti. Oh. So Swami Adi Pashakti said that the person that has samadhi experience, there is some signs in their body. He said like that. But what I'm answering to Narayan, he never met Swami Sivananda, so he cannot see that sign. Yeah, I met Swami Vishnu Devanji, yeah, and I can see how much energy is radiating from him. How just the you know the proximity or the connection with him open up your mind, yeah, and get you into eternity. That's all I can say. Yeah, it's like extraordinary experience, and and you know it. Okay, you know that the person is very accomplished. Yeah, but now how much, yeah, accomplished, you cannot tell, because your own experience you cannot tell. Swami Sivananda said that you cannot measure the depth of the ocean with the yardstick of your ignorance, because you know something or somebody only from your point of view. Yeah, how can you know something that you never know? Not possible. Okay. Okay. So and there is no announcement. The Vedanta course will be starting Friday and Saturday, right, in California time, and in Vietnam it's Saturday and Sunday, I believe. Yeah, it's Vedanta 2 level, so there is no announcement, because if you did not take the level 1, you cannot take the level 2. Okay, so there is no announcement possible. But it's a Raja Yoga course that is starting next week. Then you can sign up. Yeah? So Raja Yoga 1, and you can sign up, and you just have to contact with the centers. So Raja Yoga is more about the mind and meditation. Vedanta is more about the self and the not self. That's what we are talking about today. Okay? Now we pray for all, for your health, your peace of mind, your happiness. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtimadanam Urvao Kameva Bandhanan Mrichua Mokshya Mamritan. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtimadanam Urvao Kameva Bandhanan Mrichua Mokshya Mamritan. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtimadanam Urvao Kameva Bandhanan Mrichua Mokshya Mamritan. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Bolo Satguru Shri Sivananda Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Bolo Shri Vishnu Devananda Maharaj Ki Jai.